Alright, welcome back Twitch, welcome back YouTube. We're gonna start a brand new game for the channel, for YouTube and Twitch, but mostly for YouTube really. Twitch is kind of here for the ride. Let's play just another game, Ghost Trick Phantom Detective. This is the HD remake that was just released today, and this is a cult classic. This was originally a game released on the Nintendo DS way back, as you can see, like 13 years ago. At the time, it's a game that's written and directed by the creator of Phoenix Wright, and at the time it was praised heavily for its writing, its soundtrack, and especially its sprite work, but unfortunately it didn't really get the response that the Phoenix Wright series did. So it kind of became a cult classic. I was actually really surprised that this was announced earlier this year, I think, at the very first Nintendo Direct this year, that they were going to do an HD remake, and I was like really happy. This did come out again for iOS of all things, but it never got a release on anything outside the DS until now. Now, on the iOS, they actually translated the touch controls that were being used in the DS into some fairly good prompts, even though you can still use the iOS touch screen as touch controls, but it didn't require two screens to maneuver anymore. So having played the trial version of this, that was actually carried over fairly faithfully. This should be a good adaptation. It's not a long game. It's maybe 13 hours at most, if you know what you're doing. It does have a few of the extras that the iOS had, namely the ghost puzzles, which are basically sliding puzzles, sliding tile puzzles. Nobody really likes those, but they're there if you wanna do some Banjo-Kazooie style animated sliding puzzles. But the illustrations, the challenges, the music, these are all new, and I've been really excited to have my heart broken by this game. I've been trying to figure out a way to actually put it up on YouTube for a while, the original sprite-based one way back in 2010. I've been trying to figure out how to do that without a DS legally. So I was actually really surprised that this came out, and yeah, it's got great writing, it's got great characters. It will make you cry. It will make you, I have never played through this without crying ever. So this is gonna be fun, and since I wanted to put it up on YouTube and I know it's gonna make me cry, I decided to stream it so everybody on Twitch has to cry too. It's gonna be great. Let's get started. Chapter 1, 7:02 p.m. Must have been unconscious for a while. My head feels fuzzy, kind of like I'm swimming through darkness. When I came to, there was a woman standing there. A woman I don't know. At least I don't think I know her. And then there was a man with a gun. I don't know him either. Well, probably not anyway. Now, I'm not the kind of guy who can just stand back and watch a poor woman get shot, but I have just one little problem. I'm already dead myself. This has got to be me, no question about that. After all, do you see any other dead bodies lying around here? So long, sister. I feel bad for her, sure, but what can I do? I'm dead. But just as I was thinking this... Objection! This is no time to be lolling around dead. Sorry, I had to throw that in there. You're the only one who can save her. What the? The whole world just changed on me. Welcome to the ghost world, the land of the dead. A voice in my head? Who are you? No time for introductions now. You have to save her. I know you can do it. All you have to do is use your powers. Huh? Me save her? How? Take a look at your corpse. Do you see that blue flame? That's your soul. And do you see that bright white spot nearby? That's a core. A core. Just looks like a railway crossing gate to me. Look, the best way to understand is to just try it. First of all, try moving around your soul with the directional pad, and fortunately for me, you can also use the analog stick, which is what I'm actually going to do. Congratulations! Your soul has now possessed the crossing gate. So, what? Now I'm a crossing gate? Now then, use the crossing gate to save the woman. What? But how? In a moment, time will start to flow normally again. That will be your chance. Listen, when the man pulls the trigger, the woman dies, right? So before that happens, you have to use your powers to stop it. Hey, wait a second, I still don't know what you're talking about. You'll see. You'll see. Now then, time will start to flow again. Hold it. Well played. What just happened? That was one of your powers at work, a ghost trick. You mean I made that crossing gate move? That's right, you manipulated that object with a power of the dead, a ghost trick. And all you have to do to perform a trick like that is press A. Now, the woman's fate has changed, albeit just a little. Yeah, she still kind of has the gun pointed at her. Yes, that's not good, is it? But at least now you're starting to figure out how to use your powers. So I enter the ghost world with Ghost, possess an object, and then perform a trick with it? Huh? Now you're getting it. Let's move on to the next step. Try possessing a different core. I can't quite reach that. It's a little bit far away, so I'll take this guitar. I see. A guitar then, is it? Hey, what else do you want from me? I would have preferred that giant wrecking ball. That would solve the problem real quick, I bet. But I guess I can't reach cores that are too far away. Well, I guess we'll see what you can do with that guitar. Let's set time in motion again and find out. I will play a beautiful song. Let me try that again. So long, sister. Who's there? No! Guitar, why? Hold it! That's gotta be some of the slowest running away I've ever seen. Looks like I'm gonna have to come up with something more. Let's see, what chord's close enough to possess from here? I guess all there is me. No time to be picky, I've got a woman to save. I like your attitude. It's admirable, truly, but what? If I can manipulate objects, then I ought to be able to manipulate my own corpse, right? Well, tell you what, why don't you just try it and see? Go ahead and possess your corpse. Alright, now we'll set time in motion. So go ahead and try A. Go ahead and try to press A. Nothing's happening. Huh? Nothing's happening. Exactly. Sad but true, I'm afraid. You can only manipulate non-living things. Corpses, even if they aren't alive anymore, aren't really just ordinary things. You gotta be kidding! Wait, what about the woman? What's happening to her? Let's take a look, shall we? If you want to look around, you can move the screen. Move the screen? It's easy. Here, give it a try. Use the directional pad to move it in any direction you want. Oh, I can just do this. Well, sister, this is it. Two things are looking pretty dim right now. My eyesight and your future. We did it. We saved her. Good job, Reddit. Ring, 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 banana phone, banana phone. Out of my way. It's done. I'm on my way. In the end, it looks like our fate remains unchanged. So, what good are these ghost tricks of mine? But just as I was thinking this... Hello there, how are you feeling? Not very well, I imagine. A terrible tragedy, what happened tonight? Ah, ignoring me, are you? It's a little too early for you to be so stiff and cold, I'd say. Ah, so it was you. You were that voice in my head, right? Well, I wouldn't say voice, exactly. The dead don't have voices, you see. It's more like my thoughts were being beamed directly into your mind. That's another little trick ghosts can do. It looks like my ghost tricks didn't do much good. She still ended up just as dead as before. That's true. For now. For now? I still have more to teach you about the powers of the dead. Your ghost tricks. Who exactly are you anyway? Before I answer that, I think we should save this young lady. Isn't it a shame to see such a pretty young woman lying here like a discarded piece of trash? But what can I do? She's already dead. Time for more ghost lessons for you, my friend. First of all, I'll have you possess me. Possess you, huh? Once you've done that, I'll tell you about another one of your powers. Why am I so determined to save this woman? After all, it's not like I know her. But I guess I'll take the desk lamp up on his invitation anyway. My reason is twofold. Number one, I'm not the type to leave women lying around discarded like trash. And number two, I don't have anything else to lose at this point. Trick time! That thought bubble you just pressed. Those are your thoughts, what you're saying to yourself in your head. My thoughts, huh? So the dead don't have voices, and what we think is communicated directly to one another. So these thought bubbles are sort of a stand-in. I think I'm starting to get it. I think so too. Just remember to always keep an eye out for thought bubbles. Okay, good idea. I just might get some important clues from them. Now then, in order to possess me, you first have to enter the ghost world. And L is your ticket in. The best thing to do is try it. L, huh? I guess I'll press it. Whee! By the way, have you taken a look at the middle of the screen? What about it? It tells you what trick you can perform with the object you're currently possessing. The information is there for you to check out whenever you need it. So in the case of this folding cod, it looks like I can unfold it. And to perform a trick on the object you're possessing, you first have to return to the land of the living. Oh, okay. This time, B is your ticket out of the ghost world. Well, good luck, we're counting on you. Huh? Who's this we? You can also just press L again. I don't know why they make a big deal about B when L takes you in and out, but whatever. Alright, I am now going to possess this lamp. Huh, that's funny. What is? My corpse and her corpse. There's definitely something different about the two. There's something emanating from my corpse. That's because you're special. What's that supposed to mean? Not everybody who dies gets special powers, you know? So those waves are because of my powers of the dead, huh? Anyway. Congratulations, you passed. Well, what do you know? What prize do I get? A new power. What else? Another one? Now, let's review. You can possess objects and manipulate them, right? Now, what do you suppose will happen if you possess a corpse? Nothing, because I already tried that, remember? And nothing happened at all. True. You don't have the ability to manipulate a corpse. However, there is something else you can do. Oh yeah? What's that? Why don't you try it and see? Alright. Away I go to the corpse. What's this? Can you hear me? Wait a minute, what's going on here? It looks like she's unconscious, poor thing. Unconscious, but she's dead. Yes, but think back. Remember when you died? When you came to your senses, you'd been unconscious too. Unconscious, huh? Come to think of it, the desk lamp is right. When I came to, I was already dead. Let's leave her like this for now. And while she's resting, we can save her life. Oh sure, you make it sound so easy. And it is easy. When you use your powers on a corpse, you can go back to the past, to a time 4 minutes before that person's death. Are you serious? Back through time? That's right, but there's a catch. It only works on new corpses, corpses that have been dead for less than 1 day. And she's still well within that limit. You might want to give it a try before it's too late. This is crazy, none of it makes any sense. We're talking about the powers of the dead here, it doesn't have to make sense. Now then, let's go, shall we? To the time 4 minutes before this woman was murdered. Hey, wait a second, I still don't know what you're talking about. You'll see. You'll see. Alright, well, let's do something that makes 0 sense. Rewind time! And so now I'm going back in time to witness this woman's last 4 minutes alive. Not as a fuzzy, distant memory of the past, but as a very real, living present. 7:01, 4 minutes before death. Wake up! Are you okay? What happened to you? Oh no, he's dead. Who are you? Here's my business card right here, sister. My little golden friend. You did this. You killed him, didn't you? Instead of playing whodunit right now, you ought to be more concerned about your own fate. Who are you? Some sort of a hitman? What do you want with me? They said we had to rub out all the last traces of Timsic left in this country. Timsic? What in the world is that? Beats me. I just do what I'm told. All I know is you got nowhere else to run to. Time to die, sister. As long as that bad boy Wrecking Ball stays right up there where it belongs. Look, all I want to know is who are you? You don't know me, and I don't know you. And this is just business. So long, sister. Run away! Hold it! Who's there? Hold it! A shotgun? Kind of a flashy weapon for a hitman, don't you think? Not flashy, just thorough. They call me nearsighted Jigo, but I never let my prey get away. Ever thought about just buying a pair of glasses? Well, sister, this is it. Two things are looking pretty dim right now. My eyesight and your future. And there you have it. The last 4 minutes of her life. No. It's kind of ironic when you think about it. A woman toyed with by fate and a man toyed with by a ghost. But she still died. Yes, and you can change that with your ghost tricks. Just like you did 4 minutes ago. Possess and manipulate, huh? Ghost and then trick. And you can rewind these 4 minutes as many times as you like, too. Now then, are you ready? Yeah, let's do it. So this is 4 minutes ago, huh? Fine, I get that. But what am I doing way down here? That's just how it works. Her corpse was your gateway into the past, after all. So naturally, your starting point is where her corpse was. And this is where she died. Okay, I get it now. Hop in then. Alright, let's get started. We got 4 minutes to get up there. There are only 4 minutes left before she dies. You had better try and get to her as fast as you can. There's no time to lose. Who are you? Or who are you? Girl voice. As close as I can get anyway. Time is passing. The last seconds of her life are counting down. Looks like I better get up there fast. That's right, have a look at the right side of the screen. The right side, huh? The sand in the top of the timer is how much time she has left. Get to her quickly before all the sand is gone. Up you go then. So the good part about this is time does not pass in the ghost world. We basically just have to work between the real world and the ghost world to get all the way up there before she dies. Open the refrigerator. Blender comes tumbling out. Click. Who are you? Some sort of a hitman? What do you want with me? They say we had to rub out all the last traces of Timsic left in the country. Timsic? What in the world is that? Time is passing. Uh-oh, her time is running out. Alright, so I'm gonna want to close the refrigerator, go back and use the blender, get over here, get to the fan and turn the fan on. Then while that turns on, I want to go back to the blender. Oops. There we go. Turn that on. Then get on the flag. This should make the flag wave. The rope gets caught in the blender, and I get up here finally. So long, sister. Just a few more minutes. I hope I make it in time. Time's still passing. And now I've finally made it up here. And this is where past me tried to change her fate. A little bit. So now I don't have much time at all. Now's your chance to change your fate. There isn't much time left. This is coming down to a battle of seconds. I don't have much here that I can do, but let's ring the bell. That buys me a few more seconds. Damn it, what's going on here? Nearsighted Jigo never misses as long as the target is within point-blank range. Looks like you made it in time, just barely. Yep, she's still alive. And in that split second, hope was born. Just now, her fate was changed, albeit ever so slightly. With that, we get a little bit more sand in the hourglass. Oh, you gotta be kidding me! The bridge is up! Trick time! That's because I put it up. Alright, what we got here? You said her fate was changed, but it looks like she's still in the same predicament. I said her fate was changed ever so slightly. I guess I'm gonna have to take care of that guy once and for all. But there isn't much time left. Depending on what you do, there's still the possibility of failure. I don't want to think about failure now. No, of course not, but still. If you ever feel like you want to start over, just tap R before the time runs out. Although, you never know. You might learn a thing or two when time runs out too. Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Right now, I better go after those two. Alright, so that's a good point. Since fate has been changed slightly, we don't know the events that are going to happen from this point forward. Sometimes you want to fail after you've changed the fate, so you can get some more clues about what you need to do to fix things. It's just like seeing that 4 minutes again. We can't do anything the first time we see the 4 minutes, but it gives us all the information we should need to solve it the next go around. All right, so I've got the lever and I've got the ladder. Let's extend the ladder here. And that gets us here to the street light, which does not have a trick that we can do. So I think I need to close this ladder. I think I got a step ahead of myself. I bet you're wondering what's going on over there, right? Oh, that's right. If I want to take a look, I can move the screen. Exactly. This time, I mean it. I don't have much time. Let's lower the ladder. And this time, I'm gonna have to go pretty fast. Okay. You hear something? She ain't saying a word. Probably can't figure out what's going on herself. All right. Now let's extend the ladder. That lets us get to the light, which lets us get to the ball, which lets us get to the claw. And the trick here is open it. How does it feel to save a lady's life? So the danger is gone? Yes, it looks like the danger, Mr. Danger, in fact, rolled away somewhere. You used your powers to avert that woman's fate. So I did all that, huh? You most certainly did. And I knew you could do it. Fate averted. What the fuck just happened? So, I lost my life tonight and saved somebody else's life. When I came back to the present, it was raining. I had saved the life of this stranger, now sitting forlornly in the rain, even as the story of my life on this planet comes to an end. A stranger. That last word strikes a chord, and a terrible truth begins to dawn on me. I can't recall a thing. Who am I? What is this place? And most important of all, why was I killed? Your story isn't over yet. Who exactly are you anyway? Just call me Ray. As in, ray of light in the darkness. Ray, huh? So you aren't gonna tell me your real name, I take it. You haven't told me your name yet either, actually. I can't remember. Yes, I suppose the memories of the newly departed tend to get a bit confused. Some of us get our memories back, others never do. But if you ask me, does it really matter? After all, there's only one path left to the dead, and that is to disappear. Disappear? When the sun rises in the morning, I'm afraid you're gonna cease to exist. What? Tomorrow morning? But wait a minute, these powers of the dead. Yes? I'd like to use them to save somebody else's life. And whose life might that be? Do you even have to ask? Mine, of course. Ah, I see. But think about it this way. If we could use ghost tricks to save ourselves, wouldn't I have tried to save myself as well? I mean, look at me, I'm a desk lamp. Why a desk lamp anyway? I'm not really sure myself, to be honest. But in any case, it seems we're unable to use our powers on our own corpses. You're kidding. You already knew that. You'll only exist in this world until tomorrow morning. I'm afraid that fact can't be changed. So there's really no escaping my own death. In the morning, I'm going to cease to exist. Apparently, there's nothing I can do to change that. But just the same, I still want to know. I want to know my story, the lost story of my fate, right up until the time of my death. And until I learn that, you won't be able to rest in peace, right? Very well. I understand how you feel. You want to go and learn the truth about your death, as well you should. I will, but let's see, how should I go about doing that, I wonder? I can't even imagine what the first step would be. The first step? That's easy. You start with her. The person who witnessed your death, she should have some important clues, don't you think? Hey, you're right, and not only that, she might even know who I am. Yes, I'd say there's a very good possibility of that. What was I doing here tonight in a place like this? That woman probably knows the answer. That's right, never forget that. She's the key to everything tonight. The key to everything? What do you mean? You'll know soon enough, when you regain your memory. Yeah, I'm like a blank sheet of paper right now. I should probably keep some kind of record of everything I learned tonight. That's a very good idea. Press ZL to view a record of what you learned, and be sure to check it out now and again. Memories aren't always the most reliable things, after all. Update of the phone book. Alrighty then, I wish you good luck. Alright, well, let's see here. I'm gonna wanna go into the ghost world, get to the pedal here. Actually, not the pedal, the bicycle. I wanna shimmy down the line. Shimmy, 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 like King Zora. God, it's hard to believe that's a reference that's 20 years old at this point. I better not let her out of my sight. And besides, I'm not the kind of guy who can just let a woman sit sneezing in the cold rain. I think I'll try to move closer. Oh, fortunately, there's an umbrella right here. Have this. It's dangerous to go alone. What in the world just happened? The crane moved all by itself, and then that big iron ball fell all by itself. It started raining all by itself, and then an umbrella came down all by itself. Oh my goodness! Don't tell me I have psychokinetic powers! That is pretty much going to be her character in a nutshell. Other than being redheaded and cute. So one thing that I haven't got to mention because of all this text, the animations in this game are absolutely gorgeous. And these animations... Hi, kitty! Oh, you're a cute kitty and very, very soft. And you need to get out of the rain. These animations aren't something that they did just for the HD remake. This was originally all sprite work. These buttery smooth animations were all done with sprites, and that's why this game was absolutely lauded, and it's kind of a shame it really didn't get a lot of attention at the time. It looks like she's saying something to herself, but unfortunately I can't hear it from here. That's no problem for ghosts like us, as long as your target's not too far away. Just like you do with your own thought bubbles. If you tap the thought bubbles of the living, you can listen on what they're saying. Maybe I'll take a little listen then. Always watch for the thought bubbles of the living, that might give you some important clues. But seriously, what in the world just happened? What's this? Ooh, some kind of note. I want to read the note. That's the door. I want to read the note. Did I write this note? Maybe I should give it a read. So you don't remember writing it, huh? No, I don't remember writing it, but even more importantly... Huh, I didn't get a chance to read that note. Not to interrupt your train of thought, but I wonder if you realized where this telephone call is coming from? Huh? How would I know that? Think back. Before you helped her avert her fate, didn't a telephone call come in around this time too? Oh yeah. It's done. I'm on my way. That telephone call. Exactly. In other words, at this very moment on the other end of this telephone line is the culprit who ordered your murder. What? I recommend you possess the telephone. Once you've done that, I'll tell you about another one of your ghost tricks. Man, ghost tricks are great! I get everything. And then I saw him. Right there on the other end of the line, I saw the face of the man who ordered me dead. Is it done? Speak up, man. Did you get her? Who is this? Yes, 1,000 pardons, my dear lady. I must have dialed the wrong number. Ha ha ha. Trace complete. So that's him, huh? The man who stole my life. That's right. So what do you think? Would you like to go see him? You better believe I would. Then you would do well to listen to me. We ghosts exist by possessing inanimate objects, however. There is one way we can move from place to place over great distances. And that would be... The dead can jump from point A to point B by moving over phone lines. Say what? I've done all I can do to help you. You'll have to do the rest yourself. You're not coming with me? I'm afraid not. My powers have grown weak. I've already used up most of my remaining strength just to get here tonight. But I had to come to ask for your help. My help. Many mysterious things will happen in this town tonight. I'm trusting in you to get to the bottom of them and find out the truth. You're the only one who can do it. I want you to use your powers of the dead to find this truth. I'm grateful to you for everything you've done, but I can't promise I'll help. Tomorrow morning I cease to exist. That doesn't give me a whole lot of time. I need to pursue my own mystery, find out the truth about myself. That's more than enough. Huh? If you succeed in doing that, you'll have done what I asked anyway. The two are one and the same. One and the same? This desk lamp knows a whole lot more than he's telling me. Now then, from that call a moment ago, you now have the culprit's telephone number. The rest is all up to you. Alright, well, time to leave the junkyard and head to the new phone number wherever this room is. Let's go. And so, the story of the search for myself begins, a story that will last for one night only. Tomorrow morning, I will cease to exist, and surprisingly, I'm okay with this fact. I have to find the answers before the sun comes up. Why was I killed? What exactly is going to happen in this town tonight? And with that, we get a new illustration for our extras menu. We get some new music. And that ends chapter 1. So we're going to call it an episode for YouTube here. Thank you so much for joining me. As always, I appreciate it. If you enjoyed what you saw, let me know. Give me a like, leave me comments. Remember to subscribe. I will see you guys next time. Twitch will continue in just a moment.